So quick update. A lot has changed concerning the build process, but it's still basically the same concept in the sense that we have the ingestion flow and we have the retrieval flow. So ingestion basically tries to make sense of the data that is being fed to the system and then structure that properly within the graph database, which is the brain of the system. So this is the ingestion log. You can see here it extracts the metadata, extraction complete, it finds all the entities, finds all the concepts, finds the relationships. The relationships are here, right? So, like for instance, this founded this part of this, right? Um, domain. So yeah, extraction. Interestingly enough, the extraction actually does, it looks like so far the extraction is the most time consuming portion. I'm yet to figure out why, but you can see here extraction took 1000 seconds, 1500 seconds, right? Then we have all the summary updates. So summary updated for entity, this. So the summary update is basically just, it takes the information about the specific thing. So this specific entity area, it takes the summary, it takes the information about it, and then it condenses that information. So it takes all the key information about it to put into the graph database, right? So this entity has a summary. It, sorry, every single entity has a summary, and the summary is basically just giving you all the information about that entity that it has come across. So if there's one note that talks about Ariel or Ariel, and um, that note has been ingested, there's a summary created for it. If a future note comes in that also has some information talking about the same entity, it's going to update the existing summary with the new information about the same entity and put it there. So you can see summary updated for. Sometimes it's not specifically an update per se, it's just generating the summary because maybe the entity might not exist in the first place. But yeah, that's basically that portion. Like I said, extraction takes so long sometimes. I don't know why yet, but yeah, I'll now have to figure out that portion. So that's basically what's happening here. So what I'm actually doing right now is I'm running tests. So you notice there's this, we have this here testing, and then we also have this here live. So this is the original system live with this original system. But so that I can run everything simultaneously, I've created a second instance here. This one it just has the backend code and the Docker files, right? And then this one has the backend code, the Docker files, and the front end because this is the original. Now I'm running tests on two data sets. We have the hotspot QA and then music. I hope I'm pronouncing them properly. They are supposed to be they are used in testing multi-hop queries, right? So let's say, or basically testing knowledge graphs, graph data. Well, knowledge graphs, yes. So I have it here. Okay, yeah, so these are the results so far, right? I've changed so many things here and there. Like I said, I'll be making the code available. So it's not yet available, but I'll be making it available so you can check it out. But so this is Hotspot QA, it is music. So these are the results for one test I ran. This was 2026-02-06. Today is 7. So basically just yesterday. And I got an accuracy of 58%. That's fuzzy match, right? And it's fuzzy because of the specific method we are using. I don't think any of the answers would actually be an exact match. So they are all going to be fuzzy. But anyway, 58%, right? And I think I ran it again. Yeah, so this is the same. So this one was at 11:22 and this was at 5:17. And I was able to increase the accuracy to 61%, right? Music, with the music one, the accuracy was 34%. You can imagine, right? So I basically changed a lot of aspects concerning the whole system, and I'm trying. And right now, I'm running the ingestion. So Hotspot QA has 919 nodes. So we are now on 694 out of 990. And music has 526, and we are now on 54 out of 526. Hopefully, I should be done in about 2 days. considering the amount of time it takes for the injection to complete. But anyway, so what I'm actually doing right now, since I'm running benchmark tests, what I'm doing right now is majority of the system is still the same in the sense that we are still using the same embedder. Um, we're still using Neo4j, Postgres, everything like that. The only aspects we've changed is now we're using what do you call it? What do you call it? We're using Gemini. Yeah, we're using Gemini API. So this is it right here. Oh my God, I am so scared of what the final bill would be. But well, we're doing this for research purposes. So I started using it yesterday. I started ingesting the notes yesterday, and you can see these are the input tokens, 5 million. And we have already reached, we are almost at 5 million already today. Yesterday, I don't remember what time exactly I started. I was in the evening. So this was just a few hours. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. And if we go to billing, so far, $9. Interesting. Okay. Usage. Oh yeah, rate limits. Let me see. Okay, we're still cool. All right. So yeah, we're using Gemini 3 Flash. The Pro would be more expensive, and I'm not ready for that. So we're using 3 Flash. But 3 Flash is also quite good. So hopefully it will give us an accurate score, or yeah, it'll give us good results, right? So I'm going to test it. I'm going to test both of them I'm testing both of them with Gemini. When I'm done, I'll test both of them again with Gemma, since the original thing is Gemma. I'll test them with Gemma and see if we get the same results. Right. So yeah, that's where I am currently. That's where the project has reached. Um, this is the ingestion log, as I was saying. Oh my goodness. 980 seconds. I really have to figure out why the extraction takes so long, because it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't, because even the summary generation, uh, uh, 18 seconds. So the extraction is basically just so even here 14 seconds, right? So why is it that one of them takes 14 seconds, one of them takes 980 seconds? Is it a problem with the API calls? Anyway, so the extraction basically looks at the note and then tries to find all the key terms. So for instance, entity name, Royal Albert Bridge, right? Lenticular truss. Yeah, so it's okay. So type, please, right? Definition, important one, isolated context. The Royal Albert Bridge is a railway bridge which spans the River Tamar. I hope I pronounced that properly. In England, between Plymouth, Devon, and Saltash, Cornwall. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so another entity. Is oh my god, Isambard Kingdom. Okay, I'm butchering the name, so I'm not going to continue trying to pronounce them. But anyway, the Royal Albert Bridge was designed by this guy. Okay, so it's someone's name. Wait, is someone's name? Is this someone's name? Is Sambad King? I don't think anyone would be called Kingdom. Do we have people called Kingdom? Maybe it's like an organization. Anyway, maybe it's hallucinating the name. Actually, let me see. What note is this? AA87. Let me see if I can find the notes. When was this? Okay, not too long. AA87. Okay, Royal Albert Bridge. This is the thing. Okay, so it should be music. I'm looking for Q015. Oh, no, 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 wait. Too far. Q015. Where's R? 015. Royal Albert Bridge. Okay, so let me see if there's any kingdom in there. King. Oh yeah, Isambard Kingdom, brother. Ajay, designed by this person. Is it a person? Okay, I'm going off track. Sorry about that. So yeah, there's the ingestion. This is the LLM log. Oh, interesting. Error. I think this is one of the first errors I've encountered so far. Well, I mean, okay, let me actually check here. LLM log error. Yeah, there was no error here. Interesting. I wonder why there was an error here. Failed attempt. The output is incomplete due to a max tokens length limit. Hmm, interesting. That basically means, let me see, what was it? A detailed overview of the 19. So ingestion is actually the most important part of the system in the sense, oh, okay, wait, actually, generation number one, generation number two, last exception, the output is incomplete due to. So I guess it's maxed out the retries. Ingestion is the most important process because that's what synthesizes all the information for the retrieval process and then for the chat process. So for the chat process, it's when you ask a question, the system will go into the database, the graph database, find the related context to the question you've asked, feed that, feed the question and the context to the LLM model, and the LLM model will respond based on that, right? So it's basically like giving someone the question and the answer, or giving someone the question and then giving them the reference text and telling them, okay, answer this question based on the reference text, right? That's basically what we're doing. So the ingestion process is the most important. And so I think after all my iterations, I've been able to reach a comfortable portion or a comfortable point where I think the ingestion process is good enough. So yeah, it's only the retrieval portion I think I might need to refine a few things for, but yeah, I think for the most part that's it. The only things I have to figure out now are why the extraction sometimes takes an incredibly long amount of time. Yeah. Okay. So that's the update. And hopefully, I will have very good results when I'm done. If not, I mean, it just goes to prove that the method I'm using is not that good of a method, and no one else should use that method. But I really hope that it goes well. So yeah, catch you catch you later, I guess.